Welcome to the Holy Yogi, where we help you find the guru inside of you. Hello, beautiful. Hello, handsome. How you doing today? And if no one has told you today that they love you, let me be the first. I love each and every single one of you because love makes the world go round and round and round. And love, ladies and gentlemen, is truly the greatest medicine of them all. How to overcome public speaking. You know, they say that the number one fear is the fear of sound. The number two fear is the fear of public speaking. Well, I'm going to tell you how to overcome that today. So get excited. Number one, the key thing that I want you to fully grasp and understand about public speaking is that, like you, I'm human too. I used to be afraid of public speaking until I got out of my own way. Let me tell you what cured me of the fear of public speaking. In a nutshell, I went from being a homeless mom with just $36 on my checking account to a millionaire in 18 months. So you know, I was blessed. The divine force, the universe, God, Great Spirit, whatever it is that you want to call it for yourself. For me, I know that God had blessed me. And it's a saying that goes, the more you know, the more you owe. When you have been blessed, you are now in the business of blessing other people. I knew I had to serve that good karma that was served to me and give it back out to the universe so some other soul that was in the same predicament as me would garner the faith and the fortitude and strength to get out of whatever predicament that they were in based upon the information that I had to share. Now, what I realized along the road that whenever I spoke, I was on in the Louise Hay movie, You Can Heal Your Life. I was on the Talk TV show. I was on the BET reality show, Mom, Myself, and I. I spoke in front of 1,000 people, 800 people, 10,000 people. And what made me get over that fear is that, simply put, I got out of my own way. But more importantly, I got rid of my ego. Ego is easing God out of the situation. That's what happens for us. We get into our ego. We start to take it personal. And one thing about the ego, it's a false personality that's not really us. That's why we scared, because we know we're not being our authentic self. You see, ladies and gentlemen, your message is so much more important than you. Your message is so much more important than you. Most people fear getting out there and speaking in front of people because they think they're going to be judged and criticized and condemned. But let me be very clear. You're looking for the 5 A's. Yeah, that's right. It's appreciation, it's applause, it's acknowledgement, it's acceptance, and it is let's see, appreciation, acknowledgement, acceptance, and applause. Everybody's looking for that. But see, that's when you're thinking about your own self. That's when you're being selfish instead of being a centered self. You see, ladies and gentlemen, what gave me the bold, courageous, and brave attitude was because I knew my message was not about me. I knew my message was going to save somebody else's life. And once I got out of my own way, and once I realized that I was doing God's work, that I was serving people, because someone had served me with their inspiration, with their motivation. I mean, imagine being able to see Les Brown, or be able to see, thank God he was able to be courageous to tell me that, like I could do the same thing too. Just like when I saw Barack Hussein Obama tell me I could do the same thing too. Just like I saw Oprah Winfrey show me that I could do the same thing too. And those people, They overcame their fears, because everybody feels it, don't get me wrong. But once you get out there and once you get out of your own way, and more importantly, once you believe and focus on the message that's going to bless other people, you in turn will continue to feel blessed. For example, I went out there because of my message, and I was on TV shows. I help people be able to buy houses. I help single moms be able to join a network marketing company that brought in a 6-figure income to help her be able to live a great lifestyle with her children and be able to stay at home and take care of them, because she saw me be able to do the same thing too. See, sometimes people need to see a likeness and image of themselves to get the bravery and courage to do the same thing too. So in so many words, that once you have blessed another person, then your job is already done. So that's what I knew I had to do, because somebody else saved me. So when I realized that somebody else saved me, then I had to go out there and help save somebody else. And that's where the domino effect comes into play. Because when you realize your God self, you know you're in the business of loving, caring, being compassionate, being giving and serving and sharing, because sharing is what? Caring. That's the best expression of love that you could ever do. So when I did that, when I went up on that stage, I focused on you and 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 all the people in the world, to show them that they could come out of poverty, that they too could be rich, that it didn't matter that they were black, didn't matter if they're white, didn't matter if they're straight, didn't matter if they're gay, didn't matter if they were male or female. You could do it. And because of that, I developed a great amount of bravery. And more importantly, like I said, the message became more important than the messenger. And that's what you got to hold on to, that your message is vital to help someone be happy, be self-sufficient, to be enlightened, to help them see the light within inside of themselves. Our greatest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our greatest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. You see, that was the speech that Nelson Mandela said to me that gave me the courage to go out and to become the Dynamic Diva Millionaire. You see, it was quotes and books and tapes and videos and conferences and workshops that I saw that gave me the courage that I could see that someone else was able to go buy real estate and become rich too. So I knew if somebody saw me on stage, or somebody saw me in a commercial or on a TV show, saw me be able to do that, that yes, they could be able to do that too. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to see it's so much more important. Don't care. No, what you think about me is none of my business, is my motto too. Because it's not about me. All this information that I'm sharing with you, even now today I'm talking to you, I have 3 aliases. I'm the Holy Yogi 1 minute. I'm Dr. Ilan Bomani the next minute, because I know that information when I went out and was on TV or on the like, I had to share my story, how I healed myself of cancer, of how I healed myself of lupus, to give other people the courage to realize that they could heal themselves of cancer, that they could heal themselves of lupus, because I was an example of it. By reaching out and tapping into the Holy Yogi within inside of them. And that's when I became the Holy Yogi, because after becoming the Holy Yogi, I was able to become not only poverty, not only overcoming illnesses and things of that nature. I was able to overcome my anxiety attacks. Yeah, I used to get anxiety attacks. Overcome my fear of flight, my fear of height. I feared everything. I feared height. I feared flight. I feared so many things. I was one big bag full of fear until I realized that I was the goddess. That with God for me, who could be against me? That God had my back, and I knew that I could conquer the world. And that's what gave me the courage. That what gave me the fortitude and strength, because I knew who I was. And I'm just here to remind you and give you the faith and the courage to know who you are. That I could have the relationship of my dream. That I could have the lifestyle of my dream. That I could have the children of my dream. You know, that I could have the health of my dream. And that's what I want you to realize, ladies and gentlemen. Get out of your own way. So this is what you do. You do what I taught you to do. You meditate, you pray, you see yourself on that stage. You see yourself providing that information. You see people being receptive to your information. You see people taking that information and tears within their eyes, knowing that they could go out there and they could conquer the world. You know, just the other day, I'm on a call in a new business initiative that I am doing. While I was on the call, a man by the name of Philip said that there was a woman out there by the name of Ilan Bomani that wrote the book Wealth Chance, that gave me the courage to realize that I could go out there and I could be a loan officer, that I could own my own business, that it was my right to be able to be massively successful. I was clueless. Never met the man, didn't even know who he was. What a quote-unquote coincidence? No, you draw to you who and what you are. This is what this is all about, ladies and gentlemen. The more you've been blessed, you must to do that good karma. And if you don't do it, the other karma comes to you. That's why it's so important you go out there and you realize your greatest potential. How to overcome public speaking is to simply publicly speak. Go out there and do the work. Feel the fear and do it anyway. And that's what I do. Instantaneously, I get up on that stage. And when I do, it goes away. Because I realize once again, I focus on the message. I know this information is going to save someone's life from cancer. I know this information is going to save someone's life from depression, from suicide, from addiction, from anxiety attacks. I know that this information is going to help somebody buy a home, be able to get out of homelessness, be able to get out of poverty, be able to travel the world and realize their dream, and to help someone else do it because it has the domino effect. And now, just like Barack Hussein Obama, he was able to show that, yes, I, an African-American man, that can live the impossible dream of becoming president of the United States. And after that, everybody knows. And I have the courage to believe that they could be the president of the United States too. That's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. And so you practice that. Then once you do that, you visualize it, you pray on it. And when two or more together, who could put asunder? You know that you have the ancestors behind you. You know, the more you've been blessed, the more you've been blessed. They said, I never forget that, you know, Maya Angelou said that Alex Baldwin. No, not Alex Baldwin. What's his name? Baldwin. James Baldwin has said to her that your crown has already been bought for you. Now all you have to do is have the courage to put it on. And what he meant was that there were millions of African Americans that died for our freedom to be able to do the things that we were able to do. And that with that in mind, that with 10,000 of those ancestors standing behind me, I had the bravery and lifted me up to accomplish the goal and to get on that stage and tell everybody, yes, I am black and I am beautiful and I am female. And because of that, and I came from welfare and I came from poverty and I came from a typical, you know, public school system, and I came from a broken home, but still, with all those odds against me, still I rise and I thrive and I am successful for that. And see, with that in mind, now I'm brave and I'm courageous and I'm getting out of my own way. And in turn, someone else is going to have a blessed day and, more importantly, a blessed life. Don't forget, this information is so much more important than your fears. It's so much more needed to get out there to share with other people. So that's why I can be Dr. Ilan Bomani sometimes. That's why I can be the holy yogi sometimes. That's why I can be the pajama mama to help moms and dads fire the boss and hire their kids, because now I know they'll be able to have the privilege and be able to fulfill their dream of becoming financially free and living a great life and not be a slave to a job and make a boss rich. And life is just beautiful. So I hope you have the courage. I hope you have the bravery. This is what I want you to do. I want you to like. I want you to comment. I want you to subscribe. Ding, 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 ding. Hit that notification. Go to the Holy Yogi. Sign up so you can see the divine diva inside of you and become the excellence that you were born and meant to be. Remember, it's stated, you were meant to be massively successful. You were meant to achieve all of your dreams. And I'm just here to remind you of that every single day. You can do it because I can do it. You can do it too. So many of you have so much more going for you than even I. Okay? So this is the no excuse zone, ladies and gentlemen. Feel the fear and do it anyway. And know that God's got your back. Because you are. God made manifest in the flesh. Peace. Hetapu. Namaste. Let's do a minute meditation right now, today. Dear Heavenly Spirit, Divine Gracious Mother, Father God, I am divine. I have a gift of information that's going to help someone become more healthy. I have information that's going to inspire someone to become more wealthy. I have information that's going to inspire someone to become more wise and brave to stand up against injustice, poverty, to stand up against police brutality, to stand up against global warming, to stand up against the haters that are out there that's trying to destroy the world with wars. But we're coming in with peace, love, joy, and happiness, and we're going to save a lot of lives, save a lot of trees, and save the universe. Peace. Hetapu. Namaste. Have a fantastic, lovely day.